Hey there, Dani K, come to you from Dani K Gym Wellness. Today's tip is your routine routine? A lot of times people, they get stuck in that same routine where they're doing the same thing day in, day out, you know, like, well, right now I'm gonna wait for a couple of more people to come in before I actually jump into that. You know, here's a couple of viewers coming in. So basically, to backtrack, you know, is your routine routine? If everything is the same every single time you come in to work out, eventually the results that you see are going to, you know, be nil to nothing. Okay, so the key to everything, not only, well, 85% of what you're doing and how you see the results comes from your nutrition. But outside of that, as far as just like the working out and trying to see those results and everything, you know, the key to that is changing things up. You know, I mean, the same, you know, you always, you know, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you're used to it, it's mundane, it's like, oh my God, I'm bored. Well, that's what your body gets used to. So if you're doing the same thing day in, day out, you know, and even every time, even if, you know, like for me, you know, I do a back day, a chest day, you know, that kind of thing. But if I do the same thing, follow the same exercises 1 through 8 or whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, if I don't change those things up, your body just continues to get used to it. So if it's used to it, it's not work. I mean, think about anything that you do. Even if let's say you're, you know, whatever job you might have, if you're so used to doing the same thing, you don't even have to think about it. You're just mindlessly doing shit, you know? So that's what your body does. So if your body or you or whatever is just mindlessly doing things, then it's not work. So if it's not work, then your body's not going to see the result. It's when you actually put your body into, you know, some sort of like shock, or, you know, like a change, or, you know, step out that comfort zone. That's when you're going to see a change. So, and whether it's weights or whether it's cardio, if you're doing the same cardio every single time that you do cardio, you know, if you're always walking at a 3.7 and you're always walking on the miles per hour, and you're always walking on a, you know, 5% incline, you know, it's always going to be the same. Your body's going to just be like, oh yeah, I know what she's going to be doing, so this is not work. But when you change things up, and Carol says, good morning, Carol, hope you have a good day too. Hey Rachel, my cousin's in the house, Army. So, you know, but if you're doing the same thing, your body's not going to change. So if you're used to doing that 3.7 walking on that 5% incline, change it up. If you're watching TV, you know, maybe through the TV show, you know, do that. And then if you want to kind of change, if you want to change it up a little bit, when a commercial comes on, since commercials are smaller than the actual, you know, set of the TV show itself, the program, you know, kind of give yourself a little jog, maybe lower the incline and maybe take it up to a 4.2, and, you know, give yourself a little jog, even if it's not sprinting like, you know, my cousin who runs marathons, and she's next to you sprinting at a, you know, 15,000 mile per hour speed, and you're just doing a 4.2, that's fine. But change things up. If you're always doing the treadmill, switch it up and do the rower, switch it up and do the arc trainer. And if you're doing 45 minutes of cardio, you don't have to do 45 minutes of cardio on that same cardio piece. So, you know, do 15 minutes on the treadmill and mix up the walking, the speeds, you know, give yourself a little jog, mix up the inclines, and then take another 15 minutes, don't rest, take another 15 minutes and put it on the arc trainer. And, you know, kind of do the same thing, you know, sometimes go fast, sometimes, you know, just kind of catch your breath and go a little slower, not slow, but, you know, slower to catch your breath, and then take yourself out of that comfort zone again. Do that for 15 minutes, and then maybe ride the bike, or get back on the treadmill, or get on the rower, or switch to another arc trainer elliptical. I know here I have one elliptical where the elliptical, you know, it's an actual elliptical. The feet go forward and they go backwards, and I have the arms. I have an arc trainer that has the arms, and I have the arc trainer that doesn't have the arms. So there's so many different ways that you can change things up if you just think outside that box. Don't do the same thing day in and day out. With the weights, same thing. Don't follow through exercise 1 through 8 or however many exercises you're doing. Don't do the same thing day in and day out. And as OCD as I am, where I need everything routine, this is one area where for me, switching it up is my OCD, is my routine. So I'm, constantly, doing, different things to, even if I'm doing the same exercises this week that I did last week, I'm doing them in different orders. So when your body has to guess at what it's doing, then it's going to see results. I mean, and I've used this kind of analogy a little bit before and always, when you go from your house to work, you know exactly the route, exactly, other than other cars and so forth, and it being a danger thing, you could probably close your eyes and get there, but if it's dark, if it's foggy, if it's snowy, if it's raining, if some of the things are different in the elements are different, you got to think. If it's dark and foggy and you're going from work to home, you don't even know if you've passed the right road, if you're on the right road, if you're on the road, did you miss your turn? So your mind's got to think. So when you have to think, what does that do? It stresses you out. So if your body has to stress in a good way, if your body has to stress to actually get through a workout because it doesn't know oh God, what is she going to do now? Oh crap, she's going to speed it up. That means I got to run. Oh crap, she's going to do, instead of doing 1, 2, 3, she's doing 3 first, the exercise 3 first. So the body is like, oh crap, go into shock, a little bit of good stress, and then you will see the result. So think about that when you're going through your routine. If you've worked out already, think about that for tomorrow. If you haven't worked out yet, think about that for your workout that you're going to be doing and see how you can change it up. If you're always, like I said, if you're always doing, 1 through 8 exercise, do 5 first, then 3, and then 8, and then 1, and switch that up like that. Switch your speeds up if you're doing your cardio today. If it's a cardio or a cardio weight day, switch your cardio up. If you're always walking on the treadmill, walk on, do the elliptical, change up the speeds, change up the inclines, change up the resistance. And you don't have to, just because you change it doesn't mean you have to stay there forever, If you're on the treadmill for 15, 20 minutes, you don't have to jog for 15 or 20 minutes. Do a walk jog, do an incline, lower incline, higher incline. You don't have to stay there. That's the important thing to always know and remember. Getting yourself out of the comfort zone, you can always put yourself back in to catch your breath and then take yourself, text. So the more you take yourself out of that comfort zone, guess what? You have a different comfort zone, and then you have to, continually, work on that, but you're always going to see results. If you stay in that comfort zone or that little box that you have, the results may start off okay because you're going from sedentary to working out. But once your body gets used to that routine, you're not going to see those results. So the key to, outside of proper nutrition, which is 85% of how you see your results and what results you do see, the next key to that, it would be changing it up. The more you change it up, the more you make your body guess, the more the results will come to you, and quicker and faster. So I hope that helps, and really take a look at your workout and think about how often, like your routine, and see how you can switch your routine up so that you can see those results. And I promise you think that's not going to, do anything or whatever. But by the time, if you change up your weights or if you change up that cardio workout, even changing up the machines, or even staying on the same machine but changing up the speed and the inclines and stuff, you're going to be out of breath. You're going to see that was work. And if it's work, your body's going to see a result. If you don't feel like that was work, then you need to put a little bit more intensity to your workout, changing up the routine. That's how you see the results, okay? So I hope that helps, and give me some feedback on how this tip actually helped you. Comment below, do the routine, do your workout or whatever, switch it up, comment below after your workout, let me know how you did, and how it changed, and how it made you actually feel like you work out, and how you might be able to actually see that, oh, I can see that I'm going to see results by doing this, by switching these things up. If you have any other questions, definitely DaniKGymandWellness.com. Hook me up. look me up, email me, message me, Dani K Gym and Wellness on Facebook. If you're in Westminster, Maryland, you can pop in the gym. I'll answer any questions. Come check out my facility. You know, I'm always here to help whatever you need. If you have any other questions or concerns or workout things or nutrition or whatever, message me, let me know. I'll do a video and talk to you live about that as well. So stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.